What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So today we have a surprising update about the rumored PlayStation All-Stars sequel. Again, it is only a rumor at this current moment, but in case this is your first time hearing about this rumored sequel, it's basically only in the pitching stage at this point. So it's not in active development. It's not rumored to be in active development. The rumor is it's being pitched by a developer to Sony. So if you want to follow along with all the other information that we've gotten so far, there should be a link, hopefully I remember, in the description of a playlist of all the information that we've gotten so far. Just a couple of short videos, but yeah, if you want to check that out after this video, feel free to do so. But on to the updated information that this person has given to us, and it's the same source that has been relaying this info to us the entire time here, Lumberjack. So what he tells us here is PlayStation All-Star sequel update is as follows. Developers, and by the way, we do not know which developer or studio is pitching this, but the developers are asking for too much money. It's nearly triple what Sony is willing to shell out. The roster may need to be cut in half because licensing fees for the 80 plus character mashup seems to be the main cost outside of development. Okay, yeah, we're circling back to that. 80 plus characters. Yeah, I got a little bit to say on this. Okay, so 80 plus characters. That's a major red flag to me right there. The first game had 24 characters, and that was after DLC. And now we're going to jump to 80 plus characters. Yeah, I might have to call baloney on that one. That would, if I was seeing this for the first time, I'd go, yep, that's absolutely bogus. There's no way this is real at all. But I want to counter with something because I started thinking about this. Games and ideas get pitched all the time. Now, pitches can change, can be altered, can have things dropped, can have things added to these pitches over time. So what if, and this is pure speculation on my part, what if this developer that's pitching this supposed sequel to Sony is pitching their version of let's reach for the stars type of thing? Let's add every single thing we can think of. Let's throw everything at the wall and hopefully everything sticks. What if that's the kind of pitch that they're going for, right? Because let's be honest. If a developer's pitching an idea and there's an idea they really want to do, but they don't put it as a part of the pitch, then how do they know if they can get the okay for it? So how do we know you can do something if you don't ask? So maybe that's what the developer's doing. Maybe that's why they have 80 plus characters on this supposed pitch plan. And a few of the characters here that are on this rumored sequel from the same guy here, Lumberjack, tells us characters like Crash, Spyro, Aloy, Deacon St. John, Spider-Man, two of them, Peter and Miles, Ellie, Joel, Astro, Dartfeld, Rivet, the Hunter from Bloodborne, Joker from Persona 5, Geralt from The Witcher, Vib, and about 30 other characters. So here's the thing, right? Some of those characters we just listed, Crash, Spyro, Joker, Geralt, those are third-party characters. So circling back to that 80 character thing, if this indeed is true and they would have to cut the roster, maybe that's what they were expecting. Maybe as a part of their supposed pitch, they threw in all sorts of names to see how far Sony was willing to go for it, right? So what if they knew in the back of their minds, these developers, all right, yeah, they're not going to go for 80 characters, but what if they give an okay for 40 characters? All right, now we might have a much more solid idea of who we can go for. So maybe us as fans of this rumored game, maybe we need to slightly alter our expectations. What if this game heavily leans more into first-party characters? I'm not saying third-party won't happen, because I truly believe if this rumored game does come to fruition, third-party characters will be in it, yes. Will they be another sort of advertisement like the first game did? I hope not, but I guess it's always a possibility. But the thing is, do we need to temper expectations? So going back to that list that had Crash and Spyro on it, do we need to then kind of say, all right, they're probably out. And I think a lot of people would say they're out for good reasons, but just a friendly reminder, the Activision Microsoft acquisition merger thing has not fully happened yet. Like, that's, if it does fully go through and that deal gets, if the deal gets done, that won't happen till later this year. So if this rumored PlayStation All-Star sequel happens, I guess the plan from Sony would be, all right, yes, Crash and Spyro need to be a part of this roster, so that would be like the first thing or first two things they go out and do, secure the rights for those characters. But does then that mean we need to temper expectations for other third-party characters and franchises? Like Cloud or Sephiroth from Final Fantasy? Do we scratch them off the list all of a sudden? Maybe Dante from Devil May Cry. Maybe Geralt was on that list, right? So maybe we need to cross him out. Maybe Persona Joker. Do we cross him out? Were those names just on the list just to see if it could happen? Those were like maybes, and the developers knew much more, or had much more of an idea of the characters that they could get, so they just threw on extras, and a lot of third parties at that. So maybe we need to temper expectations, but 80 plus characters is absolutely insane. I wouldn't expect that to happen anyway, but if we get about 40 characters, it just so happens I made a roster prediction last week that happened to include exactly 40 characters. That should probably be in the playlist, in the link in the description if you want to check that out. But the point is, maybe expectations need to be tempered a little bit. But one more thing here from Lumberjack. He's told us this before, but he doubles down on it again. The final word for PlayStation All-Stars here, for its green light, if it happens or not, will still be late January or early February. So we still got around maybe a month until we find out if this game is truly greenlit. Again, rumor. I don't want anyone to get their hopes up. I say this every video that I do, but it's true. I don't want to get anyone's hopes up that this game is actually being made, and then we never hear anything about it, because I'm in the boat of I want this to happen, but just because somebody on the internet is saying that they have sources for it, I'm not going to necessarily believe it. Nothing against Lumberjack. No. I hold PlayStation All-Stars very near and dear to me. It's a sequel that I've wanted for a long time, but just because somebody's saying it online doesn't mean I'm just going to automatically go, oh, somebody's saying it, that means it has to be real. I don't want to get my hopes up. I don't want to get your hopes up as well. So, yes, please approach this with caution. It's only a rumor, but I'm leading on the side of this is completely false. I would love to be proven wrong, but we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But either way, a little bit of an update. I guess it's still going along. The update was 80 plus characters were possible to happen, but I guess we might know maybe cut in half roster, around 40. Maybe that's what we might need to expect. Maybe less third-party characters, but we'll have to wait and see. Either way, that is all that I got for you guys on this one today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.